Fallout Equestria Brotherhood by Knucklewolf. Chapter 4 Mated Life. The sun was setting, or that is what Neo and Adam thought the color of the world turned from the normal dull bluish gray to a rather sickly looking brownish green. They were about 30 minutes into their trip, and to their surprise, no pony had said a word since Neo and Adam rescued the three. Even the foal with her squeaking and laughter was totally silent. All that was heard was the sounds of the groups tapping at the ground. Adam could no longer hold it in him. He needed to know why every pony was being so quiet. Why are we so quiet? Adam whispered to Cat. She looked at him sternly and put her hoof to her mouth, signaling to stay quiet. All that did was add to the confusion. After 15 more minutes of silence, Cat, Newt, and Allie let out a huge sigh in unison. Adam saw this as a sign he could speak again. Why are we so quiet? This is your territory. I'm just glad you kept quiet so long, Cat said to Adam. Neil looked surprised. That was Raider territory? Hundreds of them, all looking for ponies like us to take away and fuck us up, she said calmly like she was being funny. Why did we go through Rare territory again? Adam asked. It's faster that way. It could be a whole night's walk, and I'm sure you don't want to be sleeping out in the middle of nowhere, Allie commented. Fine, that makes sense. But what about Newt? Why did you bring her out here with you? Adam asked again. Oh, she had to come, or we would have had to leave her home again, and we don't want that again. Kat rolled her eyes and remembered something terrible. Up ahead, a few hundred feet, were roughly configured metal gates, two large lamps at the very top. We're here! Ellie exclaimed. Yeah, it's about time. I'm beat, Kat announced to the group. Neil looked down to Adam. This is it. This is where we can finally start looking for Mom, he told Adam. Adam loved with joy. I can't wait, brother. We're really going to find. The joy was short-lived as he heard a gunshot rock right next to Neo. Kat looked up at the big metal gate, 20 feet from them. Benny, she muttered in a lower tone. Kat raised her left hook to her mouth and called out to the gate, which now stood right in front of them. Benny, I know you're in there, she yelled to the gate. There was silence, but then a rough voice came out from above the gate. Kat, is that you? The old voice called out. Yeah, you old dustbag. What's with the shooting? She replied angrily that he had shot at them. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Just got a little taken away there, he said, poking his head out from behind the wall. The buck who poked his head out the wall looked like he had been born 100 years ago. His mane matched his looks. He was a unicorn with an old farmer hat on top of his head. Are you gonna let us in? Cat yelled up to him. Yeah? Oh, yeah, I'll let you in. Just give me a second, he called back. The old buck went back behind the wall. After a few seconds, a loud clanking noise followed. It turned from a clanking noise to a drilling, squeezing noise, like being scratched a blackboard. Then the metal doors creaked and rattled open slowly. Once the gate was open, Benny poked his head around the corner. Welcome back, missus, he said, tilting his head at him. Hey! He shouted before they took another step forward. They stopped. He walked up to the group and moved over to Neo and Ab. Who are these young'uns? He questioned, looking at him with his old, tired eyes. They're with us, Benny. Don't worry, they're not raiders, she told him in a soft, giggle-like manner. Neo and Al just smiled at the creepy old buck. Yeah, you say so, Miss Tails, she said as she turned away from the coat. Have a good in the Mainton, he said, walking to the big lever to set the gate. The group entered the town. Footnote: you discovered the town of Mainton. The town itself was a large, square-shaped town. Up the main street was a list of roughly built pre-war buildings and metal shacks. The town was lit up with lanterns, hung from wires connected building to building, and the occasional lamppost. In fact, one building was a huge tower built of 4 massive billboards, towering high above the town. All around, pony folk were talking, playing, living their daily lives in only their little way. Wow, this place is amazing, Al said as he looked at the lighting system. Yeah, it is something of anything, but nearly as not as nice as Iron Hoof City. As they made their way through the town, it got darker and darker, till finally night had fully arrived. Once they made a few turns, they approached a small two-story metal shack. Welcome to our little place of Mayton, Allie said, opening the door for Cat and Newt. I went through the door and thanked her. Neil stopped to move to take over. Here you go. I got it, he said, lowering his eyelids. Oh, thank you, Neil said, letting the door pass through, smiling. Neil followed the door home, shutting the metal-plated door behind him. When Neil entered the house, he was instantly taken by surprise, because the inside was nothing like he would have guessed by judging it from the outside alone. The inside had a large center room that was a variety of different carpets and rugs woven together, to fill up the first floor. The walls were decorated with a roughly painted tapestry of pony-shaped figures of all shapes and sizes. One of the most notable features was that it was relatively clean. Neil and Adam liked the fact it was clean, more or less. I'm gonna get something to eat, said Kat, as she moved to the corner of the room, looking through cabinets and pantries for some food lying about. Newt moved over to the small rusted blue chest next to the stairs, which was the second story of their home. She opened the chest, which was stuffed with old toys. She rummaged through the chest and pulled out what looked like a small pink fairy doll. She started to play with the doll, pretending it was alive and dancing. Allie turned to the two brothers. We have one guest room just upstairs. She gestured towards the stairs on her right. It's the only room upstairs, so it wouldn't be hard to find. Neil chuckled a bit, and Adam just smiled. Hey, Allie, you guys want something to eat? Kat asked from across the room. After all that had happened that day, food was the least of their concerns at this point. Yeah, I think we're good, Neil and Adam both said, scratching their manes. Suit yourself, Allie shrugged. Went to join Kat getting something to eat. Adam started up the stairs. Neil paused and called over to Allie and Kat. I think we're going to just try and get some sleep. We have a big day ahead of us tomorrow, and all you know how it is. Allie looked at Neil and said, Sure thing. Just let me know if there's anything you need. For some reason, Neil blushed at her remark. Trying to hide it, he quickly seized the moment. Well, I'm really sleepy. I better get to sleep now. Gotta get up bright and early. Yeah. Moving up the stairs a little more faster than his brother did. Allie looked at Kat oddly. What was that about? She asked. Beats me. I don't really care right now. Kat shrugged before continuing to get their meal together. Neil got upstairs to the room. His brother had already set his saddlebag, which had become heavy after carrying it all day. Adam was lying down on what was the only bed in the room. The room was small, with only a small space between the bed and it was against the wall, a small wooden chest across the room from it. Brother, a real bed, Adam said as he bunched on top of the bed. The springs on the bed squeaked loudly with each movement he made. Yeah, the only bed in the room, Neil said in a bland tone. Oh, sorry, brother. You can have the blanket if you want, Adam said, gathering the small brown sheet from the bed. Neil smiled. Thanks, Adam. Neil took off his saddlebag. It was 3 times more heavier than his, due to him carrying all the loot he had took from the dead raiders he had killed. Neil sorted out the blanket he could get the most comfort he could. He plowed himself soundly on the carpet, ready to leave his day behind and start a brand new one. Brother, do you miss home? Adam asked. We've only been gone a day, he replied. I know, but I miss my bed, and my room with all my tools and widgets. I miss the ice cream that we would get at the diner, and sweet apple pie, Neil said, resting his head. Yeah, I miss that too. But you know what I miss the most? What, Adam? I miss our family being together, Adam said, laying his head down. Neil yawned. I do too. Neil finally drifted off into a deep, calming sleep. Adam smiled at his sleeping brother. Good night, brother. And soon, Adam too was grasped by a sleepy, heavy sleep. At the doorway, Allie listened to them talk. All she could do was smile at the thought of what their life was like before they came out to the waste, and what their mother was really like. In the darkness, there was nothing, only nothing, empty space. A lifeless oblivion made for only those who deserve it. That is what outside the stable. There is no world left to tread. All of it is gone. All of it. Those who left the stable would only meet a quick, silent death as they were engulfed by the void. That was what we were told. We didn't believe the stories. After all, it was just an old pony's tale. That's what we used to believe. Now they're being in the outside. Maybe those stories were true. All we could do is live. I hope we can complete our goal before the Floyd takes us into eternity. Brother! Wake up, brother! Neo raised his head off the ground to see what Adam wanted. Brother, we gotta get up. Time to start the day. Adam said, excitement racing through him. Neo dropped his head back onto the carpet he was resting on. He was still half asleep, and Adam seemed wide awake. Not now, I'm still tired. Neo grumbled as he turned over to continue sleeping. Brother, we need to start looking for Mom, Adam said, disappointed. We will when I'm done sleeping, Neo muttered in his seat. Fine, I'll go see the town and start looking for Mom. Adam left the room, leaving his lazy brother to sleep. Neo picked his head up again. Wait, I'm not in my room, he mumbled, trying to wake up. It had been 10 minutes since Adam tried to wake him up. His eyes opened wide, realizing him in his face. He leaped up, still wobbly from the rough night's sleep he had. Neo sighed. I'm so tired, but Adam's right. He shook his head, shaking off some of the sleepiness from his mind. Downstairs, everybody was making food, except for Allie, Newt, and Adam, so that just left Cat. Neo came slowly down to the stairs to the main room. Cat was at a roughly repaired old stove, cooking some kind of stew, and Adam was sitting at the table, looking over an old toy Newt had from her chest. There, all fixed, Adam said, give it to Newt, putting a screwdriver away in his bag. Newt picked up the old toy, which was some kind of orange train from the old days. Newt hopped up and happy her toy was working again. Adam gave her the train and smiled at her. She then took the train and started playing with it, pretending it was taking ponies from place to place. Allie walked out of a door just under the stairs, so tired and slow, but her mane was still as beautiful as it was before. Good morning, everybody, Allie said, sitting at the small table in the corner of the room. Neo joined in, sat at the table, filling in the last chair. Celestia, I'm starving. What are you making, Cat? Neo asked, caressing his mane. Stew. What kind of stew? Stew. Can you please be a little more clear? No. Neo's eyes widened as he turned to Allie. What's with her? He whispered. Not morning party, Allie whispered back. Oh, I see. Neo nodded as Cat brought out a huge iron pot to the table. Newt, get the bowls, Cat said sternly. I can get 'em, Cat, Adam said. For some reason, Adam had been surprisingly better mood than he was yesterday. Adam went over to the top cabinets and pulled out 3 bowls. Eh, he said, putting the bowls on the table. One for brother, one for me, and one for Newt. I'll get Allie's and mine, Cat mumbled as her ears folded back. Cat went to fetch the other bowls for her and Allie. While Cat was getting her bowl, Allie started filling up each bowl with a small ladle inside the pot. Soup's up! Take a bowl and eat up, Allie said, with a smile on her face. Neo and Adam each took a bowl. Looking at the stew, there was carrot bits of old celery, and meat. Meat? Adam questioned. Yeah, it's broiled stew, Allie said. We don't have any in the stable. We eat only fruits and vegetables, Adam said, looking at the meat float around the stew, like old mud chunks in a pool of water. It's okay, try it. Allie nudged the stew towards him, with the horn glowing. Adam looked over to his brother to ask him what he thought. Brother, are you eating the... Adam paused, shocked that his older brother was scarfing down the whole bowl. Brother? Adam asked, looking around. Neo stopped only for a moment to reply. This is really good, Adam. I never knew meat tasted this nice. Then continued to inhale what was left of the stew. After about 5 or so bowls, Neo was generally full. Nearly half the pot was gone, and everyone was still on their first bowl, amazed at how much he consumed. Once breakfast was done, Cat decided to clean up the rather filling meal. Allie agreed to take Neo and Adam all around town to get supplies and look for their mom. The morning was very cool, with a sweet dampness surrounding the air. Townsfolk walked around the opening shops, preparing to start off their day. Clouds were still thick and gloomy. Not once had they been broken up or lighting up. It was like the day before, a gloomy dark gray as blanket that never seemed to end. Neo, Adam, and Allie walked down the dusty dirt road that divided the 2 halves of the town. Where are we off to now? Adam asked Allie. We're out to get your stuff checked out at the general store. Oh, how far is the store from your place? Not too far. It's just up the road here. The town itself isn't very big, she replied. Allie then decided it was the right time to start giving a tour of the town, so they made their way to the Mayton General Store. This is the main square of Mayton, and over there's Town Hall, and that's the sheriff's office, Allie said, finding excitement showing the town off to stable dwellers. Allie found it mandatory that every detail in the town be explained as far as to move farther up the road. As the time passed, more ponyfolk came to perform daily routines and chores. Adam, who didn't really care about the tour, was just amazed at how they had their lighting and pipeline set up. Thinking about how each pipe went to the home, and how much power it must take to get the water flowing at a productive rate, was fascinating to him. Neil, on the other hand, enjoyed the tour, listening to every word Allie had to say. About 5 buildings for the general store, there was a unicorn in the balcony of a building, working on what seemed to be a large fuse box. She was wearing a large metal box, connecting to a large wire that stretches across the street. Please don't! The unicorn swore, hitting the box. Adam stopped and moved to the balcony to see what was wrong. Hey, what's going on up there? Adam called to the unicorn. She stopped a moment to wipe some of the grime off her face and turned her head to Adam. It's nothing, kid. Put it on, she said, gesturing to go away. No, really, I can help, if that's what you needed anyway, he pursued. She paused and thought for a moment, then went back to Adam. If you say you think you can help me, then what the hey? She said, shrugging her decision. A huge smile found its way across Adam's face. How do I get up there? Just climb on up through the house, up the stairs, and right out the door, or to the balcony, she said from her position. Neil and Allie noticed that Adam was no longer with them. And for a moment, Neil felt panic. But that panic was short-lived when he turned around to see Adam talking to a green unicorn on the balcony. Allie and Neil stopped down before he started to make his way to the house. Adam, where are you going? Neil asked him. Adam turned around to his brother. She needs help fixing that big fuse box up there. Adam pointed to where the unicorn was at. Don't worry, Neil. That's Nova. She's our local mechanic and magic technician, Allie said, answering Neil's question as to who she was. I looked at Neil and started to beg. Please, brother, I will at least try to fix it. I'll be careful, I swear, he said with a big sad puppy dog face, trying to convince him. Well, Neil said, thinking, rubbing his dick on his small arm. I guess you could help her, Neil said to Adam. Adam's grin grew double, but since his smile died down when Neil continued, I'll come straight to the general store when you're done, he said seriously to Adam. His great smile returned shortly after the statement. Adam tried to dismiss the smile and get serious. Don't worry, brother. I'll be careful. You don't have to worry about that, he said, giving Neo a serious, trustworthy expression. Well, go on. Help her. She doesn't go away all day, Neo said, dismissing his brother for the discussion. Adam walked off to the house to help Nova fix the fuse box. Neil and Allie looked at each other and continued on their way to the general store. The general store was a large, two-story building, and an old wagon wheel with several lights strung about it as it uses a chandelier. An old zigzag black and white patterned rug was used lighting in the center of the room. Shelves of assorted goods filled the shelves of the store, and on the front of the counter where the shopkeeper was. It was a young Earth Pony colt who looked more younger than Neo did. He had a red bandana and neckerchief wrapped around his orange-yellow neck. He looked bored out of his wits, like when a young filly had to take a test at school or listen to a lecture. As the two entered, a small metal bell rang softly as they opened the store to the store. Immediately, the shopkeeper perked up. He sat up straight and looked more alive than he previously did. He looked at the two customers. Welcome to the Mayhem General Store. I'm Isaac. How can I help you today? He said, tearfully friendly, a big smile shining on his face. Allie moved over to the counter where Isaac was. Oh, hi, Isaac. We just wanted to buy some stuff to sell, and maybe buy some stuff for my friend. Alright, let's take a look what you got, Isaac said, rubbing his hose together easily. Neo swung his saddlebags to the counter, spilling most of the bag's contents. Neo started to separate stuff he wanted to sell, and stuff he didn't into separate piles. The stuff he wasn't going to sell was put back into his saddlebags, and put onto his back. Neo started to list the items in a pile that he was selling, pointing to each item as he called them. There's this box-shaped pistol, a shotgun, glass cup, and some bits for the stable. Isaac eyed each item, inspecting him closely, making sure he wasn't being ripped off. Holding a combat shotgun, he said, "Well, the shotgun's a pretty good condition, considering it used to be a raider weapon." Took out the barrel clip from the gun and looking over for ammo. "It's got two good shots. I can give it to you 20 caps." Neo pondered it was a good deal or a bad deal. In his mind, the amount of caps he offered sounded like a lot, but at the same time it didn't. To him, it was just confusing and strange. "I think I'll keep it, just for protection." Isaac shrugged. "Shoot yourself. If you want to sell it to me later, you can. I'll be out there all day if you need me." Isaac set the shotgun down back onto the counter. He started to look at the pile again. Isaac spotted the box-shaped pistol, and instantly his eyes widened and got a surprised look on his face. "Where did you get a laser pistol?" Neil looked puzzled by the remark. "A what?" Al leaned forward to get a closer look at the weapon. "Whoa, I can't believe my eyes! One of those raiders actually had a laser pistol on them?" he exclaimed in astonishment. "What's so special about this gun?" Neo asked, still unsure how he was going to sell it. Isaac looked at Neo. "Like, this little thing's here got state-of-the-art laser pistol. Damn, it's in good shape, too." Isaac had a big greedy grin on his face. Neo paused to think about it for a second. On the one hoof, he had no ammo for it. On the other hoof, it seemed rare, and giving it away might be a bad idea. "How much are you willing to take for it?" Neo asked hesitantly. "For the quality, 50 caps," he replied, leaning against the counter. Neo looked down for a moment. He said with a sigh, 60 caps, he said, looking deeply at Isaac. "Well there, buddy," Isaac said, gesturing his host for him to back off. 60? Take it or leave it," Neo said with a slight smirk on his face. Isaac bit his lip and his ears down. It was clear debating himself on the matter. Finally looked at Neo with frustration. "Fine, 60 caps, but don't you think I'm soft on you, 'cause I'm not." "Deal then," Neo said with a rather victorious expression. "Deal," Isaac muttered, disappointed he just lost 60 caps. Adam was looking at his pit bug for fuse box symbols. He was sitting next to Nova, directing her actions. He had fixed fuse boxes before back at the stable, like when the rest of the chambers had the light go out. Rather than send for the repair pony, he was called instead. Adam pointed to the green fuse with the right forehoof. "There, put wire 637 there." So levitated the wire to the apparatus in place with a click. "There, she'll be walking now," Noah said, wiping the grease from her hoof. "It should work. I mean, I double-checked all the wires," Adam commented, checking through the tragic mess of fuses and wires. "Okay then, hold your breath, kid," Noah said, closing one eye and turning away slowly, pulling the lever down. The lever sounded rusted and old as it squeaked loudly as it pushed farther down. The lever was now fully down, and nothing happened. Both of them were not surprised by the fact it didn't work, or the fact it didn't explode on them when they turned it on. "Piece of crap!" Noah swore as he hit the side of the fuse box. Suddenly, a large humming sound sparked out of nowhere. The night was on the street playing up faintly, and the sewer lit up, beautiful. "Oh, Celestial Prize, you did it, kid!" Noah exclaimed, jumping up and hugging Adam diligently. I was happy he succeeded in fixing the light, but since he couldn't breathe, it made it hard for him to be overjoyed. "Let me go, please," he whimpered as he gasped for air. The green unicorn stopped her celebration to let Adam go. "I saw it, kid," she said, slightly embarrassed by her accents. Adam took a deep breath of fresh air, relieved he was breathing freely once again. Adam started to rub the sides to massage the pain away. "No, it's fine. I've had worse." Adam gave her a smile. She smirked and helped him up. "You're only too bad to hold roll," said Nazi, for another opponent. Adam turned to his side to show his flank. "My king mark is 3 copper gears with a wire. I'm made to be good at this stuff. Back home, I'm even better at the repairing than anyone else I know." That wasn't saying a lot, considering he was the only one in his residence district who could repair anything back in the stable. Nova just smirked at him. "I guess you better head off now. Don't want to keep your friends waiting." Adam turned back around facing her. "Oh yeah, thanks for letting me help you." "Yeah, thank you for helping," she said, patting him on the head. "Now get on out here," she said, nudging him out the door backing, gently with a small smile on her face. Adam walked out of the room and started back down the stairs. Nova sighed in a content mood. "I'll just hope he doesn't get into trouble. Or worse, get killed." Adam went back to the building onto the street. I remembered that Neo told him to go towards the general store right after he was done. That he should help find information about his mom afterwards with him. I considered his best interest to go to the general store, which was only about 100 feet away. Something interesting caught his eye in the window of the shop next to the general store. There was a book with a pair of goggles next to it. The goggles were made for training with ponies, but he definitely fell in love with the fine leather and thickness of the goggles. He needed them, and the book next to him was a blackish book with yellow lettering on the cover saying Wasteland Survival Guide. It's just 2 minutes. It can't hurt if I look at them both for 2 minutes, Adam thought to himself, walking into the store next to the general store. Inside the general store, Neo and Allie had managed to borrow 60 shotgun shells and 30 shots for the other pistol Neo had looted from the raiders. What was most surprising was that he did it all with 50 caps, and Isaac wasn't too happy with it either. Isaac sighed. Ugh. Is this all you need? He said nervously, hoping Celestia didn't ask for more. Actually, I think we're good now, Neo said with a victorious smirk on his face. Praise Celestia! I can't keep being decisive people. Isaac thought to himself as he waved goodbye to them. Come again, he said nervously, a faint smile on his face. Will do, Isaac, Neo said, walking out of the general store with Allie. Isaac sighed in relief that he didn't have to trade with those two anymore. I think I need to improve my barring skills, he said, putting his hat to the counter. Well, that went better than I planned, Neo said to Allie, proud of himself that he managed to become quite straighter. Allie smiled at him. But did you look at Isaac's face when you sold your glass cup for 20 caps? Neo started to laugh a bit. Or when I bought repairs for the shotgun for under 18? Yeah, looked like he was about to explode, Allie added. The two started to laugh at their experience in the store. Haven't laughed like that in months, Allie said, calming down, wiping a tear from her cheek. When they looked at each other, a feeling of happiness and joy filled them as they looked deeper into the other's eyes. That moment was short-lived when Adam came dashing to them from the store next to him. Brother! Adam jumping on Neo. What? He says he was tackled by his little brother. Hi, brother, Adam said, getting off of Neo. Allie chuckled a bit at the comical scene. Neo got off and dusted himself off, before asking Adam how the repairs went with Nova. Did she help fix that fuse box? Oh yeah, we sure did. The lights are running now, Adam said, helping Neo get the dirt off his steel suit. Allie looked down both. Now that we got supplies and light in your bags, we need to see if we can try to find some information on your mom's whereabouts. Yeah, but where should we get going? Neo commented. A lot of travelers go to the Maintenance Saloon. Probably a good place to start, Allie stated. Then let's head to the saloon and see what we can find. Adam started to dig through his saddlebag to pull out his new goggles. Neo looked down curiously, wondering where he got the goggles. Adam, where did you get those goggles? Neo asked him. I bought them with the cash we got from those raiders. What do you ask? He tilted his head in puzzlement. Neo looked surprised. You had those caps? Yeah, but you knew. No, I didn't know. I need those to buy a new thing, he shouted. Neo calmed down for a moment. How much money did you spend? All of it, Adam said, smiling. Once again, Neo's fist lit up with rage. Why did you spend them all? What did you buy? Adam smiled nervously with his ears folded back. I got this book and these goggles. Adam went through his bag to get the book and went for his sword. He held his mouth for Neo to see. On the cover it said, Wasteland Survival Guide by Ditsy Doo. Allie's face lit up instantly. Well, you got the only copy in town. How did you buy it? Adam put his hook to his head, remembering what happened in the store. Well, I walked in, bought the goggles for 15 bags. Caps. Then I asked him for the book. He said it was 100 caps. I thought that was a terrible price for his book, so I asked him why he said it was so expensive. He said this is the only copy of the book in the whole Ironhoof province. I said that was stupid, so I told him I would trade my book on biological tech for the book. He looked at it and said it was worth a trade, so we traded books, and here we are. I see. And about the rest of the caps? Neo asked, upset he spent half their money. Oh, that's easy, I lost them, he said with the same big embarrassed smile on his face. I give up, Neo said, hanging his head down. Let's just go for a look for Mom at the saloon. You must be enjoying this. What makes you think that? This author has misspelled saloon and has left out the enterprise a few times, and you haven't lost your temper. Well, you see, when I enjoy a fic, I tend to forget. The saloon was a large brick building with 3 floors, a large windmill on top of the building. It looked like some kind of old hangout in the days before the war. There was no door in front and it was all silent. All the noise that could be heard by the sound of a cough every now and then. He entered the old saloon slowly. The gaze of every pony was on them as they advanced further into the saloon. Every pony there was like a shadow with eyes, like a monster that a fool would find under a bed. Neil and Adam and Allie all sat down on the bar. A large brown unicorn stallion was laying in a glass, mossy over a dirty cloth. He moved over to him, and a gruff, hard voice said, "What, old boy?" He said, looking at the trio. "Nothing, for the moment. I do need to ask a question, though," Neil said, leaning closer to the bartender. "I don't talk if you don't buy something," he said, spitting into the glass he was using his saliva as a cleaner. Neil looked at Adam and Allie. "What do I do?" he whispered to him. "Buy something," Allie replied, shrugging. Neil turned back to the mean-looking colt. "I'll just have—" Neil said, looking at the many different bottles on the shelf behind him. "That. I'll have some of that," Neil said, pointing to the brown bottle on the corner of the shelf. When Mel expressed it, the unicorn's horn faintly lit up as he levitated the bottle to the glass. He poured a thick, dreamy brown liquor into the glass. "That'll be 10 cups," he said blankly. Neil went through his bag and pulled out 10 caps and gave it to the unicorn. Slid his left forehoof over the counter to collect his pay. Neil just smirked slightly at the drink. It was strikingly similar to oil, only it was more disgusting. He tilted his head forward, telling him to drink it. With a gulp and a little face, he put his head down to drink the oily beverage. One swig, he exhaled a whole glass of gunk. An almost deathly look came shortly after he finished it. Neil coughed a bit, trying to clean it out of his system. The taste of oil and rotten garbage still hung around his mouth. Neil's voice was still soggy from the drink. "So, did you happen to get out trying the beverage? It was too strong for him." As he was left unable to talk for a moment, Adam took over the conversation. "We need to find our mom. She's a unicorn for a stable like us. Have you seen her?" No doubt, Blakely. "Can't say I have. Don't remember all the folks that come through my saloon." Adam and Neil's heart sank at the sound of news he had gotten. "I know where your mom went," a Philly's voice from across the room. The trio turned their heads to the right side of the stranger's voice. It was dark in the room. It was hard to tell what she looked like. "Over here," the voice called softly. Over the corner of the room, at the round table, sat a gray Pegasus pony with a leather duster coat and a brown fedora. A sniper rifle sat next to her. The trio moved towards the table and sat down. "What do you know about her mom?" asked Adam. She looked up at him. "More than you think, kid." Footnote: Level up. New perk: Silver Tongue. You have a way with words when it comes to trading. Getting 25% discount every time you buy items from a trader. Footnote: Level up. Would you like to level up, Adam? New perk: Careful Reader. You gain 2 points whenever a new book is read.